stand. And those around him feared. They feared the leaders at which they should have feared God.
Right.
So yes, this has been an ongoing thing with our black leaders, and we shouldn't have to apologize for speaking the truth.
Right.
And we don't have to. No one can tell us who we should be with and who we should not be with.
Yes, sir.
Who our friends are, who our friends aren't.
Absolutely.
Who our leaders are, and who our leaders aren't.
Let's delve in the political piece while we're on the subject, because as we speak, Barack is supposed to win the required amount of delegates to really, in essence, secure the nomination, the Democratic nomination. But like I stated before, a lot was said about the timing of Brother Jeremiah Wright doing that. He did a little tour, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
He's going speech after speech. Now, do you think it was the right thing for Brother Wright to do in respect to the Barack Obama campaign in regards to that timing?
Well, brother, I know nothing. I myself can do nothing. I am following a wise leader,
right?
A wise man, and as I said earlier, we don't know what God put in the heart of our brother at the time that he said and did what he did. But one thing's for certain, God's hand is on this. We don't know what the outcome is. We don't know what God's plan is. But we must, be found working, to uplift our people, no matter what it is. So, to not try to get into why he did what he did and the timing that he did it in, that's all in the grace of God.
Right.
But let us be mindful of the time and the things that we should say and the things we should not say, because, the man, Barack Obama, has the hope of the whole world. The whole world, he's the hope of the whole world right now. And what do you mean by that? People are hoping that when a better man gets in office, that better policies will come out the office. Better laws will come out. And certainly we as black people are hoping for better laws, especially when we're dealing with the drug laws and the militarization of the police forces all across this country, and we know it's geared towards the black community and the brown community, so we are hoping, just like the rest of the world, that a better person gets in office.
Yes, sir.
So and there are those in power who don't want to see a better man get in office. They don't want to see justice being given to the downtrodden or the poor. So, they want to try to stifle the growth and the movement and the mobilization of any leader that would galvanize the people behind him for change. So we don't want to become a stumbling block for our brother.
Right.
And we know the enemy is looking to place a stumbling block before our brother. And, and like you said earlier, all we kept hearing about was Jeremiah Wright this, Jeremiah Wright that, Jeremiah Wright this.
And it's funny, whenever I formulate these questions, I always ask myself the same question. And, being a fan of talk radio and just reading the news and seeing how this whole political thing is working and really familiarizing myself with politics, because this has been really, in my view, somewhat of an exciting election season with Barack in particular, and also Hillary Clinton being the first woman nominee. But just in looking at it, on talk radio, they were talking about how and a lot of brothers and sisters were upset. They come in the barbershop hot. Why is Jeremiah Wright running his mouth right now? He need to shut up. He gonna mess up Barack's chances. Right. But just politically speaking, looking at the tactics of Reverend Wright. Very wise brother.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? You could tell he a friend of the minister, because he just moved with wisdom.
Yes.
And I say that because they were going to use Jeremiah Wright in the general election, just like they used Minister Farrakhan in the general election against Jesse Jackson in 1984.
Yes, sir.
And it was as though Reverend Wright saw this. So he decided to get out there and to start speaking now.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
To where they can use it against him now.
Right.
But the thing about the American public is, much like sheep and cattle, got really short memories. So by the time the general election rolls around and Barack is facing John McCain, then Jeremiah Wright's out the picture because he already denounced him. The statements are already out there. It's a done deal. It's a moot point. And so I thought it was brilliant on the part of Brother Wright to say what he said and to do his thing during the time that he did it.
Yes, sir.
You know, because now, I mean, what do they have against Barack? Nothing. Nothing. He's a golden child. You know what I'm saying? Now they still trying to use the little statement that his wife said, taking that out of context. Yes, you know, because they don't have anything on him. He don't carry none of the political baggage and garbage that the rest of these politicians carry, which makes him even more of a hope for the world, like you talked about. You know, because people look at him and they see change. They see if he's able to bring about his vision once he wins the office, then the world will change for the better. You know, so my greatest fear is like yours, that they'll harm our brother if he truly is who we think he is.
Yes, sir.
You know, so that's just what I saw out of it. Now, they wrote in this article, she wrote about how they brought up her bringing, and we're running out of time, so I'll ask this real quick. They brought up bringing, as a matter of fact, we're out of time, so we'll just table that until the next time.
Yes,
but any other comments, concerns that you wanted to add before we go ahead and close out?
Yes, I do, brother. You know, this is a very beautiful hour, you know.
Yes, sir.
And this is, you know, I just want to, you know, tell the viewers, you know, keep up on this paper right here.
Right.
You know, this paper is not just, you know, like your Denver Post or your Rocky Mountain News. You know, this paper right here is really raising the elevation of our people, you know, the mental of our people. So you must keep up on this. You know, when the Gen 6 happened, it was the Final Call newspaper that broke that news story. You know, and a lot of other different stories that you heard about in the mainstream media, the Final Call newspaper broke that news. So please, don't, oh, that's a Muslim paper. That, you know, we got to get out of this petty, you know, gang banging in the name of God. You know, let us pick up news that's going to help us, and it pertains to us. So yes,
absolutely, yes, sir. And I got to echo Brother Chris's sentiment. Get a picture of that, brother.
Yes, sir.
You know, you can go to the Rocky Mountain Re-Education and Retraining Center. That's at 3305 Downing Street, or the Black Experience at 7230 East Colfax, and pick this up. And we're doing a subscription drive. We're on the road to 1,000 Final Call newspapers in this city. So you pick this up, get a subscription. We'll deliver it to your home. Befriend your brothers and sisters in the Nation of Islam, because we are your friends.
That's right.
I want to remind us that if we want to see another broadcast of the show, go on to MuhammadMosque51.com. That's MuhammadMaddMosque51.com. I want to remind you all to vote. Go to DenverOpenMedia.org and vote for the Final Call News Hour as your favorite program to keep this thing going. Yes, I want to thank our brother behind the glass, Brother Corey, 2 extra brothers, so nice. They had to X him twice. Sister Sharita X, our assistant director, our director of photography, Brother Ansar L. I want to thank my brother, Brother Chris,
sir, thank
2X,
you, brother.
Thank you. Tune in next time, same black time, same black station. And always remember, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Peace. We out.
Look like the sands in the hourglass. I can see them falling, yelling to say they like, but look, they don't hear me calling. See, like G-Navy stalling as if my message is foreign, melting in this pot, falling slowly. I see them dissolving, crawling to be complete like 9 planets in orbit. Straight and forward is how it's recorded. To your ear, the target I boarded from within with the intention to kill. False concepts and lies, things that ain't sank to these eyes. From the despised and rejected, I've been selected to teach. This tongue be the sword that will make war with this beast. Now they'll be